Welcome into AZ Audibles. We do it each and every week during the high school football season. That's Eric Sorensen. That's Jordan Ham. I'm Jared Cohen. A lot to get to this week. The season's starting to wind down, guys. There's only a few weeks left. We're in the heart of section play. Both of you going to big section games this weekend. Let's start with you, Eric. You're going to be going out to Mesa. There's a lot of excitement around Mesa this season with how things are formatted and shaken up.
Red Mountain is going to be making the trip over to Mountain View. And yeah, like you said, Jared, this is the first time in the history of Arizona State football at the high school level that all the Mesa schools are in the exact same region. They play in the 6A East Valley region. And it'll be interesting to see how those play out. And just kicking around some ideas before we sat down today, you know, ASU and U of A have the Territorial Cup. I think those schools should try to figure out some sort of unique little trophy to give away to whoever it gets out of that region at the end of the year.
I mean, there's almost as much bragging rights coming out of that section than there would be winning a state championship with how much they love their football. I'm going to throw one out there. We want more, though, so we want you to tweet us. We want names for this Mesa trophy. I'm going to throw one out there. Okay. It doesn't reflect all the schools, though, so it might not go over well. The Latuheap trophy.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
I like that.
Deuce Latuhe, Todd Heap, those guys, you know, big guys from Mesa. You got one? No? You're going to wait to see what?
I can't top that. So
all right,
no.
well then don't. I'm excited to see what happens
Jordan's
in the East Valley.
Good call.
Yeah, good call. We'll see what
people... On third down, I'm just going to fire it off.
Third down punt. Bold strategy there. So that's the Mesa section, the East Valley section. It should be a lot of fun, like you mentioned, Eric. I'm going to talk about a team in the Northeast Valley. Notre Dame Prep, quietly now, is 4-2 on the season. They beat Chaparral last weekend. We know Chaparral's had a tough year, but that doesn't take away from what Notre Dame is doing right now. And it's interesting because they started the season trying to figure out their quarterbacks. They had a quarterback competition. Started with Kylan Weiser, the junior. They switched to Cameron Yoel, the senior. And now they're kind of playing both of them. They're both getting some action, kind of like the old school U of A when they played two quarterbacks and almost went to the Rose Bowl and went to Holiday Bowl against Nebraska. This is a very interesting dynamic, and the results are positive so far. They've won 3 of 4. The one loss against LaSalle in Pasadena, California. As mentioned, they beat Chaparral. They also beat Desert Mountain and St. Mary's. They've got a very good offensive line. 2 of their top guys on the line are getting recruited. Notre Dame Prep quietly sneaking up the ranks in the 5A division. How about you, Jordan? Where are you headed this week?
Perry's going to be hosting Chandler. Now, Perry's having a historic year, 6-0, having a great season so far, and they're playing Chandler, who usually has had their number. They are 0-3 over the past 3 years, being outscored 167-38. And Perry does have a rough stretch moving forward. They'll have Chandler, Hamilton, Brophy, and Basha. So you have some of the top 6A talent left to go for Perry. We'll see just how good they are. But one guy that's caught my eye, Deshane James, wide receiver, started the year as a quarterback before making the transition over. He's just a sophomore and their leading receiver.
Yeah, such a star that they have over there with Deshane James, and really a really nice job that Coach Jones has done for Perry this year. Should be fun. Should be a high-energy game. You know that place is going to be rocking. I know you're going to be there. Make sure you bring some earplugs, man. It's going to be pretty loud. I don't want you to come back next week with some weird, discombobulation going on. So keep an eye out for that. This is AZ Audibles on Sports 360 AZ. Again, that's Eric. That's Jordan. I'm Jared.